Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be my first update for my A to Z project pan. This is a collab with a fantastic ladies group on Facebook. And this is the 2.0 version. We did this last year for 2018 and we decided to do it again for 2019. Basically, you just pick an item that fits a letter of the alphabet. So this is a year-long project with 26 items. I do my updates every other month just because I feel like I have more progress to show you since there's a lot of items here. And so I do it every 2 months. That way you guys can have a good amount of progress to see. That being said, I do have 5 items that I did finish, so yay for that. But I have many other items here that I haven't even touched. So I'm going to start first with the letters that I finished, and then I'll show you guys real quick the rest of the alphabet. The first letter that I finished was F, and for that was this eyeliner from Fenty Beauty. And this is a liquid eyeliner in the color Cousin Black. And this is a very, very, very pretty liquid liner. I was very, very impressed. As you guys can see, the line is not very black anymore. This is very dark color, and it didn't have like a shiny finish or anything. And it lasted me like 2 months. I don't know if this is the full size or if this is a deluxe size, but it lasted me 2 months. I think that's really good. It's a felt tip liner, and towards the end, I knew that this was done because I was trying to like draw my line on my eyelid, and it would skip a lot, and I had to go back like 3-4 times to get those areas where the eyeliner missed. And then I couldn't get like a nice wing at the end. So this is for sure done. It didn't dry out. I used it up completely. I love it. The only thing though is this did run, especially like in the inner corner of my eye. If I ever try to, whenever I try to get it really close and I happen to get it like really close inside my tear duct, it would just run all over the place. Or if I happen to cry or my eyes got really watery, I just had a mess, especially in my inner corner. I would try to like wipe it down and then everything would run down here, and it got messy. When it got messy, it got real messy. So if she had a waterproof version, that would be great. Other than that though, that's my only complaint, if you will, but I did really like it. The next letter that I finished was for the letter G, and for that I went with this Glitter Glow from Stila. Now it looks like I might have quite a bit of product. It looks like I just went down to here, but I did take out the stopper on this guy. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of product on the bottom, but unfortunately because of the wand, I can't really get to it, and it's now to the point where it's super dry. I would have so much glitter fallout whenever I use this, and I did use it with a glitter glue, but still, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. I think that I used quite a good amount of this, and the wand just doesn't reach on the bottom. I feel like this is too high, so I can't really like use the wand to wipe as much as I can. And as you guys can see, I don't know if you can, that is how much I was able to wipe off the container. So that's why it looks like I am just down to here. But I really did like it. This is in the color Smoldering Satin. I do have another one. I think it's in Kitten Karma. The other one that I have that came in a Sephora Favorites kit. So I'm really excited to use that one. This one, I really like the color. I don't know if I would repurchase again. I think I'm just happy with the one that I have from that other kit, but I don't think I would repurchase. The next letter that I finished was for the letter J, and it was this Marc Jacobs highlighter in the color Blacker. I think that's what it's called. And this is a pencil that rolls up. As you guys can see, nothing else comes up. I used it up completely. This was actually on its way out. It was very dry, and I noticed that it tugged a lot on my eye. I do have another one, and I think I'm gonna use it now instead of just saving it for later, because that is one of the complaints that I hear about these eyeliners, is that they do dry up really fast, and they did. I feel like they do. At least this one did. It's not very creamy. Like I said, it tugged on my eyes a lot. I wasn't very impressed for Marc Jacobs. If I were to try another eyeliner, I would use it as soon as I bought it. Other than that, I don't think I would like stock up for later. The next letter that I finished, sorry, my bangs are driving me nuts. The next letter that I finished was the letter R, and for that I went with this Laura Mercier caviar stick in the color rose gold, and that's what it looks like right there. As you guys can see, this is all up. I'll try to give you guys a swatch. That is the swatch right there, and honestly, I didn't use this as an eyeshadow. I use this as a facial highlight. I would dry it on my face, and then I would mix it with my face primer to give me a little glow. So I didn't use this on my eyes. I just felt like it didn't really show on my eyes. And even if whenever I blend it out, it kind of blended out into nothing. Can you guys see that? So I felt like I wasn't getting a lot of use out of it. I really wanted to concentrate on my color tattoo that I have on this project. So I used this as a facial highlight and it worked. So if you're kind of my skin tone and you have this, you might be able to use it that way. And the last letter that I finished was U, and that was this Ulta Beauty lip liner in the color Delicate, I think. That is what this guy looks like. As you guys can see, the rest of the product fell out, and whatever you see in the middle there, that's the wax that holds the product together. I really enjoyed this lip liner, but however, this felt a little bit too like cheaply made, unfortunately. As you guys can see, the plastic on the bottom fell out, and this is not a wood pencil, this is kind of like a wax pencil. So a complaint that I have about this is that whenever I did sharpen it, I had to sharpen it very, very little because the product is so creamy that if I sharpened it a little bit too much, and by too much I mean like the normal amount, the tip would break whenever I applied it. So I did waste some of it. It did break off maybe like 3-4 times whenever I did happen to sharpen it a lot. So I had to use very, very like 2 or 3 turns whenever I sharpened it, and then I had to apply and then sharpen it again and then reapply again, because I use this to not only line my lips but fill my lips completely. So I had to sharpen it about 4 or 5 times every time I used it, just because I didn't want the tip to break. The color was beautiful. It's very creamy, very nice, but it's just the pencil itself, the quality of the pencil, the packaging, I wasn't very impressed. I don't think I would repurchase. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, but I'm not in a hurry to to repurchase this. I officially have 0 lip liners in my collection, so I'm very happy about that. So those are the 5 items that I finished. So now let's go back through the alphabet and let me show you guys the items that I did finish. That I finished, that I have in progress. For the letter A, I have this concealer from Anastasia of Beverly Hills. This is in the color 2.0. This concealer is my skin tone. As you guys can see, this has quite a bit of a dip. I haven't hit pan on the bottom yet, but it's not very deep. I feel like I'm gonna be hitting pan very, very soon. This is very, very creamy, and a little bit goes a long way. I haven't been using a lot of foundation lately because this matches me so well with my skin tone that I've just been putting it under my eyes and then blending it out on my skin. My skin has been really, really good lately, so thank God about that. So I haven't had really to use much foundation. So I'll just use this, blend it out as best as I can, and then I'll just powder my face. So that is this one right here. For the letter B, I have a body mist from Victoria's Secret. This is the Bombshells in Bloom body mist. I haven't used this product at all. When I first started this project, it was right here, and as you guys can see, I haven't made any progress because I haven't used it. For the letter C, I have a Maybelline color tattoo in the color Tough as Taupe. And this is what I use every single day as my base. I have a little bit of a dip. I hope you guys can see that, but not much progress. I use this every single day. For the letter D, I am using an eyeliner from Tarte. This is in the Skinny Smolderized line. This is the Amazonian Clay Waterproof Liner. It's a deep purple in the color Deep Amethyst. A deep purple. So that's the color right there. It's actually the liner that I'm wearing on my eyes. Unfortunately, I didn't mark it on a piece of paper, so that's kind of how it looks like. Hopefully I can insert a picture from the previous update, but I've sharpened it a couple of times. I haven't used it a lot just because I was really focusing on that Marc Jacobs eyeliner. But now that that one's done, I will be focusing on this one a little bit more. I really like it. It's very creamy. I think this line has been discontinued, which is a shame because I really do love it. I have another one that's kind of like in a green shade and another one that's kind of like in a burgundy brownish shade. So I'm gonna miss them when I'm gone, but when they're gone. But this one is very nice. For the letter E, I chose this face primer. This is the Estee Lauder, the Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer. This is your basic silicone primer, very comparable to the Smashbox primer. I kind of marked it right there because that's where I can bend it. But if I look through the line, it looks like I do have some air bubbles inside the product. I don't know, can you guys see them? Maybe a little bit. So I don't know how accurate that is, but this will for sure be finished by the next update. H is a lip balm from the brand Herbivore, as you guys can see. And this one I was able to hit pan already. As you guys can see, there's a little pan. It's very, very deep all around. And unfortunately, my nails are not very long, but now it's to the point where like it gets under my nail, so I kind of have to like scrape a little bit out. But I really do like it. I use this every single night before I go to bed and in the mornings whenever I do my skincare to get ready in the mornings. I put it on as well. Very nice, very thin but moisturizing. I like it. However, I don't think I would repurchase. I just like it okay. For the letter I went with this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color I Heart This. It's spelled like I with the letter I Heart This. And this is what it's looking like right now. I feel like I have made some progress on this one. You guys will be able to see like a picture. I feel like I have made quite a bit of a progress on this one. I really do like it. I use it with a sponge tip applicator and I'm very much enjoying this one. For the letter K, I went with a deluxe size perfume sample from Kate Spade. This is in the scent Walk on Air. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but the top line was where the perfume was when I first started. The second line, which is slightly below that one, is where it's at now. I've used this maybe twice. That's why it doesn't have a lot of progress. I've been really focusing on another body spray that I have in this project, but I'm not worried about this one. This one smells really, really nice. Maybe for the summer, if I still have it, I think this will go great. For the letter L, I went with this Laura Mercier foundation primer in the hydrating version of it. I haven't used this once. For the letter M, I went with this Milani blush in the color Luminoso. This already has quite a bit of progress, but since I started this project, I haven't used this one once. For the letter N, I went with this Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. This is a powder foundation. I've used this just a few times, not enough to see a visible dip or pan for sure. I like it. I just haven't been reaching for this one yet, but I don't feel like I'm like behind on the progress of this one. Last year I used one of these and I went through it pretty fast, so I'm not worried about this one. For the letter O, I went with this Opal highlighter from Becca, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but I have a dip like right here. Maybe this way will be better. Well, you guys can see kind of it right there. I really like this highlighter. Well, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this highlighter. I like it, but it doesn't last. Like if I want it to last, I notice that I have to put on quite a bit of it. But I feel like it's too like bam in your face and it doesn't look very natural. But I do notice that this doesn't have the longest wear time, even if I do set it with a face mist or with a face primer, whatever I do. I haven't tried using a cream highlighter and this on top of it. I haven't tried that. But I've just by itself, I've noticed that it doesn't have quite a bit of staying power. But it is what it is. I'm okay with it. For the letter P, I went with a face powder, and this is the powder from L'Oreal, the True Match Super Blend Powder. I love this powder. I have used it a little bit, not every day because I have another face powder for a project pan that ends in April, but I don't know if you guys will be able to see. I have quite a bit of the rings showing already. I had a little bit of them showing in my introduction video, but I feel like they're more visible now that they were on the intro. So I feel like I will be hitting pan on this one pretty soon. I like it. It's a very, very finely milled powder. It doesn't make me look cakey and it's really nice to set my foundation. For the letter Q, I went with this Clinique Chubby Stick Sculpting Highlighter. I haven't used it once. For the letter S, I went with a foundation from Sephora. This is the Taint Infusion Ethereal Natural Finish Foundation. When I first started this project, I was up here and now I am down to here. I know this is not a lot of progress for 2 months of use, but like I said earlier, I haven't really felt like putting a foundation on my face. Usually I've just been doing concealer under my eyes, blending it out, and then using face powder. I don't know, it's been a few months since the end of last year, maybe around October, September. I wasn't really feeling like having to use foundation felt like such a burden to me. But I do have quite a bit of foundations that I have to use them just so I can get some use out of them. And even if it takes me the whole year to use this up, it is what it is, as long as I get it out of my collection. I would have liked to have more progress for 2 months of use, but right now, this is how much progress I have, so I'll take it. So we'll see by next update how much more progress I can make. For the letter T, I went with this Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Mousse. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this. I'll try to insert a close-up of what it looked like at the beginning of this project, but it's really hard to tell. I use it every single time when I do my brows, but I guess I don't use as much as I thought I did. I haven't hit pan. I feel like I haven't really lowered the product in the container. I don't know, this is gonna take me most of the year if I finish it. I don't know if I will, but I'll keep working on it. For the letter V, I went with a body spray from Bath & Body Works in the French lavender. There's a V in lavender. And when I first started this project, this bottle was brand new. And as you guys can see, I already have it down all the way up down to here. This is the body spray that I use every single day when I go to work. I only apply it in the mornings. I don't reapply it throughout the day because it's too much work to carry it in my purse. So I know it's a lot of progress for 2 months, but I really do put on a lot when I am here at home. I apply it very generously, and then I just go off to work and I don't reapply, like I said. So this is, I don't use it as room spray either. This is just use that I actually, from use that I actually do every single day. So that's why I don't have a lot of progress in that other Kate Spade perfume, and why I don't have any progress in that Victoria's Secret body spray. I thought about maybe alternating like 1 week this one and 1 week the other ones, but I just figured the more I use it, the sooner it'll be gone. So for next update, I'm pretty sure this will be finished. For the letter W, I went with this Benefit What's Up. This, once I finished that rose gold caviar stick from Laura Mercier, I started using this as a facial highlighter, and I don't have much progress. The top line, if you can see that, that's where I first started, and now I am down to here. You guys can kind of see comparison. So that's why I don't have a lot of progress, because I just recently started using it. I'm pretty sure that by next update I will have more progress on this one. Like I said, I just paint this on my face and then I mix it in with my primer to give my face a little bit of a glow. For the letter X, I used this, or I'm going with this Buxom brown eyeliner in the color Come Over. I haven't used this one at all. For the letter Y, I'm going with this Yes to Grapefruit lip balm because I have the other lip balm from Herbivore. I haven't used this one at all. And for the letter Z, I went with this Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip gloss in the color Trailblazer. I have a lot of lip products that I have in my Hunger Games project pan, so I haven't used this one at all. Since that project ends before this one, those lip products take priority over this one, so I don't think I'm gonna have progress on this one anytime soon. So it'll be a few months before you guys see any progress on that one. But anyway, guys, that is it. That is my progress for my A to C project pan. That is 2 months worth of progress. I have